From World of Concrete 2017 at the Las Vegas Convention Center, folks, this is Todd Scharich, who's with ASCC, the American Society of Concrete Contractors. I know I'd get it to work at some point, wouldn't you?
It's a long-winded
title. How are
title.
you? You're looking well.
I'm looking fine. I'm trying to survive the show.
I'm thinking
keep very busy.
You just kind of come over the hump now of a couple of busy days, and here we go. You can kind of slalom in a little bit and take life easy.
It's been exciting. Be involved with the decorative awards, polishing luncheons.
Sure.
It's a fun show.
Well,
to be
you have a big organization that you represent, and it's important to you and the organization and the industry. And speaking of that, you have some interesting news to impart to everybody.
Correct. Yeah. This past year, September, the former Concrete Polishing Association of America has become a part of the ASCC. Now known as the Concrete Polishing Council. They are similar to the Decorative Concrete Council that many people are very familiar with.
Sure.
They will now have their own board, function just as the DCC has for many years. Actually, next year will be the 20th year for that group.
It's amazing how that time has flown.
Been around. Just a few cowboys set that up a few years ago, and ASCC kind of really brought some life to them. And we're hoping to do the same thing with the polishing group.
Well, good. Now, what does that do for contractors and those people associated with them? Is there any major change that they have to look forward to?
Two big things I think that we're really going to see is, number one, we're now putting the polishers in touch with the people that place the concrete. There's a big disconnect in that the polishers really struggle when they show up on a slab that's been placed that they have no control over. And although a slab can look fine, be finished fine, once they start cutting into it for the polish, it exposes a lot of difficulties, a lot of errors that are left in their hands to correct. And so we're really making an effort to get them in front of the contractors and the owners right from the very beginning and help that out.
So you're endeavoring to come together with a teaching moment, let's say, and in hopes of getting everybody onto the same plane.
Correct. We now we have nearly 700 members, and more to come here as the rest of the CPAA members merge. We'll start pushing that 800 number very soon, and so that will really allow the group of contractors to get together. We have events that the CPAA did not have in the past, so there's going to be networking events where they can get in contact with these finishers. It was wonderful to see the Concrete Polishing Council had their first in-face meeting, and we had finishers that are long-standing finishers with ASCC come and sit in on those meetings to kind of show that they want to have that conversation, because ultimately it's their floor. It's their floor, that the two of them, both the polishing contractor and the finisher, they want it to look right.
Well, there's a need to know on both ways, and like I say, this is the beginning of a learning process to get everybody melded onto the same page, so to speak. And,
correct.
And this helps you, it helps them, and I'm sure that as we go along, as the days and months ahead, that the contractors will get wind of this, and the message will get out simply because you have a big organization and you're open and free with your information as to helping everybody along.
Absolutely, and what we're focusing on a couple things. CPAA in the past did not have really any staff that could promote technical or help them technically.
Sure.
And so in our case, we have staff engineers. So right now we're reviewing their specifications, getting them in the correct formats, because they had a recommended specification for polished concrete, but it wasn't written quite properly, so it's not been adopted fully. So we're converting those over. We're getting position statements out that ASCC is well known for, where ACI doesn't quite yet have the rules for polishing.
Right. So basically we're talking about a couple of new chapters in an old Bible and refreshing everything for the entire industry as we move forward.
I think so. It is. It's not that the CPA didn't have anything that was usable. They had a lot of stuff that was very usable. It's just getting it to be used exactly the way it needs to be adopted in the design build community, and at the same time then promoting it to the contractors, to the other polishers, as well as to the engineers and architects.
Yeah, great. Well, I'm happy that you've been able to stop by, give us a few minutes of your time to talk about the message and the fact that all this is coming under a new and wider and bigger umbrella.
Yeah. Well, I always look forward to stopping and seeing you, Roger, every year.
Well, it's a pleasure, it really is. Todd Scharich with ASCC and all of the things that organization is doing, and of course it's all for the betterment of the concrete business. All from World of Concrete 2017.